Welcome back to the channel, and here we are trying to make a survey or questionnaire that you would like in Mentimeter. So we can just have three options. Like for example, we can just start from the scratch. You will manually make these quizzes or polls that you want in your presentation. We can also import our slides, but however, this is a plans function of the Mentimeter, so it's not much available to those who would like to use the website or the app freely. However, we can also ask the AI to help us, and that's what we're going to do today. So with just a prompt, we can make a quiz, a poll, or something that will help you in your presentation. Like for example, we can just make a quiz about grammar, 10 items, 10 items, 10 items, and 4 choices. Also, first page must be a input of their names. Now we'll wait for the AI to make it work. Just to confirm. So you will need to answer the prompts of the AI that will help you into make the presentation for the Mentimeter to further tailor the things you want to be inside or to be on your Mentimeter presentation. So let's just answer yes, classroom setting. So if you're going to use Mentimeter in your presentations, make sure your students also have data. This Mentimeter setup is also much useful in online setting, as it will help these students do activities in their respective homes. They're not going to be just laying on their beds or just watch you teaching, so they can be participated in your presentation. And here's what the Mentimeter gave us for our presentation. So our first page, as I prompted earlier, is the please enter your name to start the quiz. We will going to manually use this, or let's just correct Mentimeter AI after we check other slides. And here's the quiz where the students will just pick the answers. Yes. And here are the leaderboards of their points of how the students answered this specific type of quiz. So let's say page 1 isn't a choice based. Make it like a open cloud type. As I mentioned in the previous video, open cloud is like where students input a certain answers so the Mentimeter can collect it on answering the certain prompt. Like that. So on the first page, your students will just enter their names and it will appear on the cloud. So let's continue. Alright. So Mentimeter can also decide the designs and has also provided a QR code for your students to scan so they can access this Mentimeter. You can also use the code to access this presentation. Alright. So you can edit the themes of your overall Mentimeter by just selecting this and choose a preferred Mentimeter theme. You can also create, but since we don't have a plans or the pro version of Mentimeter, we would just be satisfied with the free options for now. Since I love the color blue, let's use the light blue theme for our Mentimeter. Here are other templates we can use. Here are the interactivity. Alright. So Mentimeter is so helpful to make your students more interactive in your presentations. Not just students, but more on an overall audience, depending on how you will use your Mentimeter on. Like, you can also use this in a classroom setting or in a workshops for them to be connected with the speaker to audience interactions. Alright. Now, we can just try this presentation and let's see the results. MS clicked. Alright, so let me just get the copy. You can also download the QR code through this. You can also set the code expiration on how many days will it expire. And this is also useful for teachers who want to use this as a examination. Alright. So let's try it ourselves. There. So in this, we can just input our names, but for now I'll just type ASD. And while we wait for the presentator to change the slides, let's see if we move it. So this is actually more accessible if we are able to use it live with a live audience also. So again, this is very useful in terms of audience interaction, as your students will just participate live in this scenario. All right. So you can actually access this through, it will be much playable, or you will actually be noticed on how will this work if we also have one live audience. So let's try this through our phones and see if we will able to work this out, so I can show you how this works. So this is also useful as an alternative for quizzes, because you can use this to test your students live. But since the answer is anonymous, this is only recommended for more on motivation activities, icebreakers, and etc. There are also other options, not just the poll or the cloud. You can also use this as the map finder app, where students can just pinpoint something on images with access through this Mentimeter. There we go. You cannot see it here since the phone's lighting, but I have managed to join. So let us start the quiz. So in the point of view of the device, the quiz will most likely start. And you will only see here in this in the presentation's point of view is where the students most likely answered. So for example, if I were to choose a question, the answer, and I'll choose that one answer, it will most likely lift up. Let me move here. It will move to this. After the timer stops, it will show the overall status and which of the students got it wrong and which of the students got it right. So since I chose the wrong answer, there's no one who got it correct. Okay, then in here, the point of view of the phone, it is only stuck in this specific type of screen unless the presenter themselves move the next slide. So this is going to be happen in real time. So it is most recommendable for energizers and in live presentations. Now for the next question, choose the correct form of verb. He blank to school every day. So let me choose the right answer. And we'll have to wait for the timer to end. But honestly, this is such a fun way, no? It is such a fun way to use for your students. So you guys can have an idea on what tools you can use for your presentation. And after the time stops, the Mentimeter will show the results, and one student got it correct. So overall, Mentimeter is such a fun tool to use, and with this you can just get a live interaction with your students. You can use it in many types of tools or many types of instances. Just use your imagination on how you would want it to use. And I think that will be all for our video for today. So don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment on what ideas or what type of videos you would like to see. That is all. Goodbye.